All right, we'll start out talking about Monmouth. A little bit a competitive game, and just as we thought, we knew it was going to be a competitive game and a game that we thought we had a chance to win. And they made a couple more plays than we did down the stretch. We got off to a lead, early lead, 13-0, and wasn't able to hold on to it. Snapped one over the head, let them tie it up late, and then they went down the next drive on a short field and scored into the go-ahead touchdown. And our guys, never gave up, showed some intestinal fortitude, and was able to come back with 50 seconds left and at least 60 yards to go, and got the game tying touchdown. And then it was a matter of going for the extra point or going for two. And kind of wanted to go for two, but kind of got everybody was celebrating so bad and running on the field, and then we wasn't able to get everybody organized in time. They wanted to get a penalty, so decided to go ahead and kick it, and thought we had a good enough defense and offense where we can win it in overtime. And so we got it in overtime, and of course they scored on the first play, and then they was able to stop us. So I was pleased. A lot of good things, and then some bad things. Good things was we got out to the lead. Defense played great early. Offense played great early. And then once we gave up the lead, we was able to come back and not quit and get it in overtime. And then, of course, we didn't finish it. So it was a lot of pluses and minuses out of the game, and we tried to learn from those things, and then went into open week and go back to the fundamentals and get in a little bit of shape and just rehearse and get better. And that's what we try to do in the off season. The off week, and now we're here. Getting ready for Savannah. Good football team. Much improved. Been in every game. Had a chance to win. Got stopped on the goal line in one game, and they're going to play hard for 60 minutes. They got a great defense. They fly around. Offense still trying to find its way a little bit, but special teams is good, and the defense is playing real good. So it's homecoming. We know they're going to be excited, pumped up, ready to go. We got to match their intensity, not for the first quarter, but for 4 quarters, because they play hard for 4 quarters. Had a tough game with them last year, so they got our attention, they got our respect, and it's well-deserved. Coach Rayburn is doing a good job with those guys. They're not the same Savannah from 2-3 years ago. So we have to play well, take care of the football, and we have a chance to win the football game.
Coach, you mentioned the snap that led to the safety. It's the 3rd time that's happened this season. Is that something you guys were working on during this last bye week?
Of course. It's Prevost 2nd time, and then Carr did it one time. He snapped it to the left. So that's definitely an issue, and something that we try to work on with Prevost, just making sure he get that ball back there. His number one and only goal is to get that ball to the kicker and not snap it over his head. We told him it'd be better to bounce it than snap it over his head. So hopefully he don't bounce him. He'll get it right from here on out, because that was a big play in the football game, a huge play. So, yeah, we did work on that.
Talk about that last drive to get the thing tied up, because you had no timeouts, you had a minute to go, 60 yards, and you were able to pull it off. It was a pretty dramatic moment there for the team.
It was something we practice, once or twice a week. Hurry situations, end of the half, end of the game, and we use different scenarios. And you might not believe me, but you can ask the players. That week, we practiced down 6, and we going for 2. Our hurry situation was we down 6. When we score, we're going to go for 2. And just so happened, that's what the situation was. But the guys got excited, and everybody was running around, and I didn't think I had enough time to get everybody back situated. They had already marked the ball in the middle of the field, and, of course, now we want to move hashes, and so that takes time. And I figured time they do that, the play clock can run down, then we get a 5-yard penalty. We're not going for 2 now. Now we got to kick off the hash on a short field goal, and that's a bad angle. And so that puts more pressure on the kicker. So I said, forget it, just kick it. We'll go to overtime, beat him in overtime. But it didn't happen.
Heat of the day, too, seemed like as the got late in the fourth quarter, so guys started cramping. There were some people wearing down, really on both sides too.
Well, I thought I don't think we had too many cramping. It's just G, our center, but I thought we had to look some guys that weren't in as good a shape as we should be. Game 4 in the season, so that's one of the things I wanted to make sure that our guys focus on the open week was making sure that we ran hard, and we never want to lose a game because the team is in better shape than us. The team should be better than you if they're going to beat you.
Looking over Savannah's last game, gave up like about 300 yards rushing or so. Was that more? Did that speak more to Savannah State's defense, or is that more how Bethune-Cookman plays? Is that something you could exploit in this game?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of how Bethune play, but they hit them with a couple of big plays. You know, that defense make you work for everything you get, you know, and, you know, Bethune didn't score a lot of points. They rushed for 300 yards. So, you know, they do a lot of stuff on defense, and they line up everywhere. And so you have to really be sharp and understand who you're blocking and where they're going to be, because the same guy with this responsibility might line up here, he might line up here, he might line up there, he might line up here. So that's kind of probably one of the reasons that their defense is as good as it is, because they keep you guessing. But then again, that's why you wind up giving up big plays, because you can be in the wrong gap at times doing that. You could be unsound. And so that's probably why they give up so many big plays. But then they make so many plays at the line of scrimmage also. So it's kind of catch-22.
This is also a stretch of 3 games where you're probably going to have a lot of intensity around the team. You got a homecoming game at Savannah, then you got Battle of the Bay the next week, and I think our homecoming's the next week. So you got 3 real big games in a row. So this is something where you got to have the guys really trying to block out the crowds and focus on what they're doing.
Right. We know it's their homecoming this week, and it's a big game for us because the next football game, and that's what we got to focus on. We got to focus on us doing your job. If you just do your job for one play, one series, one quarter, one half, one game, we'll be fine. And that's what we got to focus on. We can't focus on this homecoming, then next week the Battle of the Bay, and then next week homecoming, because we got to play the football games. The homecomings and all that stuff is for everybody else, for the crowd. And we got to focus on doing our job, because that's what the people pay to see.
Welcome to the Hampton University Pirates Sports Network. I'm Jerome Barber, better known as The Voice, along Mike's side here with Coach Maynor. Coach Maynor, one of the most critical, crucial weeks that you have to get a W and got to get a win is a bye week.
Right.
You don't want to beat yourself.
Right. You don't beat yourself. Yeah. You lose a bye week.
You're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble. Yeah, I thought we won the bye week. We went out and worked on the fundamentals and conditioned a little bit, and try to get better at the things that we need to work on, special teams, offense and defense.
Now, coming off of a great showing with Monmouth, yeah, it didn't come on the winning side of that, but once again, it's not wins and losses, it's work hard and learns. And so we're going to talk about some areas where it's obvious that you worked hard. You have a contestant coming in, an opponent, Monmouth, who kind of is up there with, you know, the Ohios and those kinds of schools that you've already played. But man, came out the gate strong.
We did. We came out the gate and took it right down and scored, and defense got a 3 and out. We got the ball back, scored again. Of course, Adam missed the first extra point, and so we up 13-zip. Defense get another stop, and you know, we rolling at that point. And I think it's 7 minutes left in the first quarter. We up 13-zip. So, you know, you got to learn from that situation and be prepared for it, and keep doing the things that got you the 13-point lead the rest of the game, and not change anything. And I think for whatever reason, you know, we offensively, I know what it was. We turned the ball over 3 times. Mm-hmm. You know, quarterback fumbled one time, and then threw 2 interceptions. And then we snapped one over the center head, and then we had a short punt. So that didn't help things at all. I thought the defense played solid. You know, they gave up the overtime run, but we was right there, and you know, we're one play away. You know, we had opportunity to win the game, and unfortunately, they made one more play than we did.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I don't care who you're playing against. You start turning that ball over. There ain't but one ball. You
Right.
start turning it over, you have some problems. But I appreciate and celebrate, as I said, the work hard and learns. It was a Pirate football team that had a bend but don't break mentality in that second half.
Right. I mean, we came back and gave up the lead, and then they tied it on the safety, and then they took the lead with 7 points, and we never quit. The guys never quit and showed that they had some fight and some heart. Came back and tied the game when I think a lot of people thought the game was over with, and everybody but us. We knew the game wasn't over with, and guys drove it down with 50 seconds left just for the game tire, and got it in overtime.
Crucial penalty, jumped off sides, defense. I mean, we had him pinned back and right on the, was it about 1 or 2 yard
1 yard line?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crucial
it was a crucial penalty there. We was all thinking, well, we about to get a safety right here and win the football game. And, to our guys' credit, he wanted to make a play and he wanted to jump that count and get it back there and hit that running back in the backfield and make that safety. But at the end of the day, you have to be disciplined enough to wait for him to snap the ball.
Yeah.
And they drew us off sides, and then, of course, they came out and downed it and scored on the next play. So, it's just another learning experience that you have to learn from and not make those mistakes again.
Yeah, and they were, as you said, going into that game, a very disciplined team. I heard some of the boosters calling out from the stands, take a knee to Mama. But came up on the losing end of that one. 2-2 record, going to the bye week, get some good rest, get healed up, get focused, and on the road, heading down to Savannah State.
Yep, on the road to Savannah. It's our second conference game, biggest game of the season. 2-2, but we still right where we need to be. We still control our own destiny to win the conference, get to the Celebration Bowl, and if not, if we went out, we probably still get in the playoffs. So, we're 2-2, got 2 losses, but it don't affect anything the way we can end the season. If we was undefeated right now, we're still in the race for the MEAC and the Celebration Bowl, and that's what it's all about. But we got to take them one at a time. We got a tough opponent in Savannah. They made a lot of improvements, and they're a tough football team. They're going to fight you for 60 minutes, so we got to be prepared, and it's homecoming.
Yeah.
So it's going to give them a little bit extra momentum and injuries for those guys. So we got to be ready to match the intensity early and then keep fighting for 60 minutes.
I'm sure the war cry in the locker room this week has been what it's always been: fear none, respect all. Can't look past the team. It's the most important game. It's the game that we've got. It's a conference game, and got to hold our standings where we are. But as you said, Savannah State is a different team. There used to be a time where you look at Savannah State and say, okay, that's a W,
Right.
and just keep on going. But they've improved over the years.
They have. Coach Rayburn the last couple of years doing a great job with those guys. He got them fighting, believing, and playing hard. And I thought that Bethune-Wynn last year did a lot for that program. That showed them that they can win in this league, and if they play hard and listen and buy in. And that's what they've been doing ever since. And they've been real close, and they're 0-4, but they've been right there. So I hope they wait one more week before they get it all together, and we sneak out of there with a W.
Absolutely. On the road, headed down to Savannah State. Those in that area, your Pirates are coming your way, and Coach always extends a great invitation, whether we're home or away, for the alumni to come and support your Pirates down in Savannah State.
Yes, sir. Today is Wednesday. It's homecoming, so I don't know what kind of crowd they're going to have. So go ahead and get your tickets today. Call the ticket office today. Get your tickets. Come out and support your Pirates. The guys, it makes a tremendous difference to see you in the stands cheering for the Pirates. So the guys going to play hard for you and try to get this W.
Thanks so much, Coach. Safe travels to you, and bring that W back. This is Jerome Barber, along with Coach Maynor, wishing you the best. Hopefully you'll show up in Savannah State to support your Pirates. And we're here at the Hampton University Sports Pirates Network saying, go Pirates.